Had it the other day. So that means probably wrong hand. So I found random magnets in the shop and we're looking for a way to hang this thing up or whatever. I think I'm gonna try that in the workplace. I don't want to drill a hole through this for whatever reason. I don't think I've ever seen one of these with a decent stand. See what I'm saying? Safe for that thing. Magnets. But before I attach something to it, I want to know that the magnet can hold weight. This is my dead blow mallet. The dead blow mallet has material inside that makes it heavy and shifts weight inside so when it goes down, it stays down. But for now, it's what I'm going to do. Let's see. Maybe the glue bond just won't be enough. But I can't fasten this in without knowing that it can hold the weight. hot one of the Lay it on hot, period. Good afternoon. Women's workshop. What's going on with you? I got rained out. So, here we are. Trying to see if we can figure out how to hyperlink this to this first to make sure it can handle our idea so far. If we can, then we're going to figure out how to recess this in here, cut it down a little bit so that we can do that. Just pull that one down. So, experiment number 2 failed. Let's try another way. Shall we? First in this one. Yes. Yes, it can. Okay. Question was answered. We're done with that. quick bit for lunch and back to cleaning the shop. For sure, that's what I'm doing as well. I'll put y'all up here, maybe get a little bit better angle for you. It's not bad. Now down here, I can read. Now I can interact a little bit more. I can see the camera a little bit better. Thank you for anybody who's hanging out. Welcome. God, that's big. Whew. Can't even see what I'm doing, can you? Hey, what's how you doing? Lady OG, how you doing? I'm alright. I can't complain about much. Waldo Small, how you doing? I've got auto close. So we're discovering there's two magnets in there, not one. Makes sense, huh? It's not a magnet at all, it's a plate. It's just another plate. Okay. So that's okay, that can come off. That can be weird. plate can come out. And then I can get an exact duplicate of where these magnets are to get my locations properly set. So I'm going to see if I can just pull it off this way. Alright. Good stuff. So now we've got a template for our locations. Bam. Just gonna flip that. Pop it right there because we see where we're at. Open our other location and then we'll just make some adjustments because these holes are a little bit bigger than our magnets anyway. So I'm just gonna let us shift them around a little bit. Lady G came over from a friend of mine, Carnage Bladesmith. You should go check him out if you get a chance. Really nice guy, fun guy. Knows a lot about knives and sharpening. And I would love it if you would go hang out over there. Oh, this is good. So two things we're looking for is for that to get flush. That means we're deep enough inside of our little holes there. And then for us to be able to lock in, that means that the magnets can seat inside of there just fine. Sure. Glad to be going to glue. Super glue. Fast sitting cheater button. Give me a second while I locate it. There. A couple days ago, I had it right there. Like right there. Maybe I dropped it. I did drop it. Yeah. I'll be dropping stuff out. My bad. Alright, here we go. Pop a little glue in here. And this is why I like so much the you know, we all love super glue, right? Doesn't it? But I absolutely love this gel. The gel super glue, in my opinion, is the bee's knees. That's the one. So what I'm doing now is just trying to find the side of the magnet that's the roughest. That's what's going to bond the best to the glue. And get these arranged in orientation that they sit inside of these little cradles here on this side, but also sit inside of here, which are not the exact same dimensions. I have to go in a little bit. Maybe I need to go out a little bit here. Hope I don't wreck the bottom of this thing. Just gonna take a knife and cut a little bit out. A little bit out. Let it widen out just a little bit. It feels like, you know how when it's in there, but it doesn't feel like it's comfortably in there. So it could be some wiggle. I don't want no wiggle. So we are making this a little bit bigger than we need so that we can make that, we can get over a little bit. Not much, we don't need much, but I can see that it's not seating perfect and that's gonna bug me because I'm not using a lot of magnet power here, so I'm hoping to use the advantage of those things sitting inside of that little cradle there, because these seem to be very strong magnets. But I also want them inside of those little openings. Do a little chiseling. I know this is a scoring knife, but it's a good little whittle tool. It's a good whittle tool. I'll just keep gently hogging out this edge. So I've just moved a little bit of material back. I have to be careful because I am very close to this corner, and these corners are going to be really easy to break off. So I want to be careful with that. Keep digging in and widening our little opening just ever so much. And originally I kind of had reservations about putting the actual magnets in here. I was going to put them on what I'm going to attach them to, but I don't want to put this whole plate on there. And I want to be able to kind of stick this thing to anything. So anything magnetic, you know, or anything metal. So that'll let me do it. And the force of this mallet and all mallets is never down here. It's all up here. That's the whole point. So I'm not really concerned about jarring the magnets out of their polarity or anything like that. If that's the correct, proper term. I do not know. I'm just a woodworker. Alright. Here we go. Love the sit-down bench. Need to make one. Thank you. This is a great addition to my shop when I did it. Vintage says, God bless you. Good to see you at it. Now just coming inside and drilling off after making a step stool out of 2x6s. Oh man, that sounds awesome. What's up, Waldo? Lovely to hear this Lady OG. And hello, I'm South African and can talk Afrikaans. Very good, sir. I am sorry, but I cannot. Alright. Yeah, this bench is it's just an interesting build, and it's just one of my absolute favorites. Now this has worked. This is going inside there comfortably enough for me to want to do it. So what I'm going to do is put a little squeeze of glue in there. And this is gel, so it's going to lift up a little bit, make a little blob, and that's what I want. And of course put these blobs kind of towards that edge. And we're going to come back and add some more adhesive if we need to. But for now, we don't want to get so much in there that it could stick to our metal. We just want it to stick to the magnets for now. While that's happening, in order to speed it up, like always, yes, I am American. Waldo Small, are you? How are you? Where you from? I'm gonna use just alcohol. People always talk about activator. It's crazy. It's just alcohol to do that. And it'll run down in there, draw out the moisture, and that glue will set up in little to no time. But I got a little fan here off camera, so I'm going to also accelerate that even. But I am going to wiggle this a little bit. I don't really want to make sure that these don't come up together. Just then they try to. Because I want them to sit exactly where they are, but I don't want them to line that metal to anything. So I'm going to be careful about the timeline. I'm also going to see if I can wedge in between. Dang it! Coming up. They want to come up with it. They just want to. I mean, that's a good sign for a magnet strength, but ugh, what an inconvenience. Okay. But no worries, just more glue is the answer, and then everything's alright again. But I don't stick to my finger though. Shoot this back over here. The far ends of this. I'm going to take our chances with this one now. I'm going to fill in these little openings right here. Again, we just get more volume, more bang for your buck with the gel, so otherwise the super glue would just be soaking down in there and that'd be it. You just have it soaked all down in. It would, but you wouldn't have anything structural. And I like structural. Makes sense for a carpenter, right? And then I'm going to just, whoo, keep forgetting magnets are attracted to this stuff I'm using. Do I have, I'll keep it pressed down with a wooden block. How about that? And then we're just going to add a little bit of that old secret ingredients. Yeah. Now for this part, you can use the baking soda. I just happen to have access to a little bit finer kind of powder in this stuff right here. Now I have to find something that I can, because all you need is a powder basically, and it'll work. I just have to find something I can spread it with that is not magnetic. So now I'm just going to dump some of that powder right there on top of that super glue. It's a very fine powder, so it spreads easily. And this is for fingernails, fingernail repair. And I copped it. Because of a horrific table saw accident, I had to repair my fingernails and keep a hardener on it while it repaired so that I could keep that fingernail. But I no longer need that. I've had this for years. It works perfectly in place of the what you call it? Yeah, I mean, they talk about those activators like they're kind of a big deal, and it's just not. It's just, you know, it's just not. I think that's just them selling products or something. I don't know. But this doesn't take long to be in effect, because you know that regular super glue, I'm doing this, I'm sticking to it. Baking soda and water. That's it. You're absolutely right. You can use alcohol. That's what I'm using. Isopropyl alcohol. Now I'm gonna give this a second and try. I just want to make sure that beneath it is cured too, so that so I don't pop these things out. These magnets seem exceptionally strong. Let me put a little bit more on top of there. Where's my stick? Where's my stick? I can use anything. This will work too. All right. I know people I couldn't have this around, man. Mitchell, you exactly right. Hey, trying to charge your arm and leg, pretending it's some scientific marvel has happened. And maybe, I'm not saying the people who invented super glue aren't brilliant, but whoever's trying to talk you into this being a $10 product or $20 product, it's crazy. So we over in the workshop. I mean, we build stuff. We don't want to just buy every daggone thing. We're in the workshop, fam. It's a great way to get through ATL traffic. You survive a Z. You in the A, bro? You in the A, bro? Me too. I'm avoiding that traffic right now. It rained, and the house I'm doing the restoration on, right now everything's exterior. And I can't do any of it in that with that sky water. But yeah, my daughters, one of them heading back to Florida today, and I told her to get out of that traffic. Now hurry up and beat that rain out of 285, because whew, serious business there, buddy. I'm gonna just keep layering this until it's all good and dry. And then once it is, we're done. Well, we're not done, but we're done with that particular thing. We do have to figure out where we can put a little bracket up here. I do like that idea. A little drop. But I need to stick it too. So maybe I'll stick it right quick. Whoa! Oh. Put some of that old activator here on the back side. I'm gonna put it on with a clamp though. Let me see if I've got one available. Yeah, that'll be big enough to do it. The old alligator clamper. Man, I keep dating myself. Sorry. Dating myself is in aging myself, not dating myself as in whining and dining me. It's not what I do with my man. Alright. Little drop. I might be out of this stuff. Oh no! My hot glue did not work. Come on. There's a little bit coming out. All I gotta do is fill up them 2 little holes right there. 2 little openings. That's it. Come on. That's all we need. Let me switch out. What's going on? Growing me? Hold on one sec. Let me move y'all around. See me. Alright. So now we got it right there. And we're going to just post them up right here beneath the notorious. And that's it. We'll let that glue dry, and that little bracket right there will be fine. And now, let's check on this. See how it's doing. Should we be adding water? Seems like we're doing good. We could add a dab of water and see if it helps. I once used this method to temporarily repair a hose that had broken on my truck, and it got me home. Just a little FYI. If you ever happen to be broken down and you got some super glue and some baking soda. Yeah. Alright, that's what we got. I'm so scared I'm gonna pull these out. Like, I really need to find something to do in the meantime because I want to test stuff so fast. It's just hobby business. Alright, give me a second. Let me try out. And y'all, we should be petitioning YouTube to see if they can get us music. A friend of mine was just playing some music on his channel, and I thought it was so nice, but I know they're not gonna let it fly. Eventually they're gonna flag that video. It's a bummer. It's a bummer. I can make a saturated solution of baking soda and water that works as a spray hardener. Survivor Zed knows things. Let's do it. We'll do it right now. We got baking soda. And we've always got water in the shop because we're responsible. Very responsible lot. Yeah. Little soda. Right there. Get in that cradle. As long as you slow down the speed, slow down or speed up the alternator there, the song you're using, the right DJ and not infringing on copyright. Yeah, but it's just like you can't just play random music though. I don't really know all the rules. I'm just very nervous about them because I've been monetized on a couple of different platforms and got accidentally demonetized over just something goofy because a computer decides it. And then you're just stuck with the result. And I literally just got monetized on YouTube very recently. Hey man, I gotta explain this. When I just looked over at my monitor, this don't look like this don't look legal. We're just gonna dunk it in there. Why not? Boom. Now it's wet. I never thought about tunes, but I guess they would, huh? Man, it would be so nice to be in here, gym. Like, I know so many people who are artists and musicians in my family. Like, I got access to some really high quality, top-notch, entertaining music. But I can't bump it. This is a hip-hop workshop, right? I can't play music. I'm gonna find some way though. I'll be honest with you, I've never seen it pulled off successfully. But who knows? Let's try to stick this to something magnetic. It's holding on. But can that, I'm not gonna be jiggling. That means it'll release easy, right? But it will hold its own weight. Wait. Yeah. That's gonna be dope. think I'm gonna like this. Like for instance, this perfectly normal Lego metal box. But once it's level, we'll just stand there. Oh, we did too much too soon. Look. Pulled it right out. Let me stick it right back on there. It's still wet. Dang it. I'm so ambitious. Bad for my own health. Get off of there. Oh my God, it's so sticky. As wild as it feels like it's trying to activate on me. Nonetheless, we're going to put some more stuff on. We're just experimenting. And that's what you got to do in a shop. You got to experiment on your own with your own stuff. Test things out. Because if you get a client, a customer, that's not the time to be experimenting and learning. I mean, it's going to happen. But your results are much better if you get your full understanding ahead of time with a controlled environment with minimal consequence. Like this thing could completely ruin this mallet. It's fine because it's mine, right? And then I'll have it for a while. I'll be able to see how it holds up over time. And then if I opt to start selling them or giving them away or whatever, I'll at least have a better understanding of anticipated performance and function. Have I put y'all to sleep yet? I never tried the submersion method. I know if it turned into a spray, it works fantastic. Accelerator. How about thin wood layer over the magnet and they're just hiding and locked in? Well, yeah, that's a good idea. And in theory, the only problem is this magnet strength to weight ratio is almost what and what right now. It I authentically don't know if I trust it. Beyond that, if I put something in between, I'll definitely decrease the strength of the magnetism, but this feels like it holds, but it doesn't feel like it holds with a lot of power. And that's perfect because it's going to be a way to store it and sit it on something. I don't know for sure, but some creators will play a song at a little faster speed than the YouTube bot won't connect the sound with what you're bumping. Might look into it before just taking it for granted for a fact. Yeah, that's true, but here's the thing about any monetization system. Once you're out, you're out. Your appeal is a computer appeal, and it takes literally seconds. Comes right back, boop, denied. And it's a gamble that is forever. Like if you get kicked off, it's forever. You just never can make money with them. So you never know. If I know anybody going towards 19 North, tell them to avoid it if they can. 10-4, Zed. What timber do you recommend for a first mallet? I'd say pine. For all these same reasons. Pine is cheap. You can find it in many sizes. And if you can build something out of pine, you can definitely build it out of some of the finer woods. Because pine is difficult to work with because the grain is strong going one way. So it's a tough material to work with, but it's soft. It won't damage anything you're working on. This is pine. All of it. I burned it a little bit. I sealed it, distressed it a little bit by just letting it sit on the back of my truck for a week or so. But this is my favorite mallet in terms of comfort and function, because I did spend some time on the handle to make it just right. The weight I do like a lot. I made this out of timber that I just happen to have, and I happen to have this American chestnut from demolitioning it out of this very house that I live in. It's an old house, but this wood was even older than the house. But I built it out of it because I got it free, and I got plenty of it. And this is just pine in the middle, straight from the lumber store, from the orange store or the blue store, either one. And this is the build. Now I built some of these live. If you go back, you can find them maybe, and kind of get the process. And I'll probably do another one relatively soon. That's why I told you to check on it, because I'm not 100%. That's right, Mitchell. I appreciate it. Thank you for the great mallet advice. I really appreciate it. No problem. Now, when you start doing something like furniture making and stuff like that, a lot of times, because there's a lot of different reasons to have a mallet, and it's a useful tool in the shop, but they can do very different things, right? This mallet I'll hit chisels with, but I'll also shift wood with. This one I'm only going to be hitting chisels with. It's just built to do that really easily, right? But this one, you can see, has gotten some work in. I've used this as, boom, to move lumber, to put things together, to beat joints together, and assemble things. Dead blowers mallet is really good for that, if you can hear that. Those are BBs in there. This one is at least 3 times as heavy as that, at least. And that one's somewhere in between. Somewhere in between. Light, lighter, no. Heavy, medium, light. This is very light. It's made out of one piece of wood that I just spoke shaved down to this. Your build looks really clean. I can see where you really thought it through. Great job. I appreciate that. This is a, they're all just they're all just me learning stuff as I go. I probably built a dozen mallets for this shop. And I've worked a different technique every single time to do something different every single time, so that I can learn, multiple ways of doing different things. That's one of my favorite things about woodworking, is that there's always something new to do. There's always something to learn. So, let's see. Where's this form? Okay. Let me try my solution again. Mix it up. Mix it up. Let me just dab it. And I know it's fast drying, but I'm gonna leave it alone for a smack it. Just for a smack it. And the Kershaw is working out wonderfully. For any of y'all dealing with the knife stuff, this thing worked out really good for me. This looks like googly eyes. I'm looking at my monitor. That'd be funny. I'm really an impatient person, y'all. Forgive me for... little bit of a obsessive compulsive type too, you know. I want things to just fit. Ivan says, "Hi Wes, how's it going?" What's good, brother? How you? I'm great. I'm home, rained out, working, and now I'm doing this, working on this mallet in some way to store it with ease. And I think I can find that. I've also thought about maybe I got some wood over there. It's pressure treated fence boards. And I'm thinking maybe I could build a lounge chair out of it. I don't know. Hit the likes if you want to see that. If you do, if I get to 50 likes, I will immediately get to work on that thing. Always good. What's with the magnet idea? Sounds like a brilliant idea. I'm hoping, like I know I'm not going to be putting much force down here. It's a mallet, so, but I don't want to drill holes in this, to be frank. I typically will do that with a mallet, just so that I can store it on stuff and hang it on stuff. But for this one and for this one, I don't really want to do that. And if I get some magnet set up on my board over here, I can just stick them, boop, boop, and then not have to worry about them. And they're out of the way, and they're up out of the shop way, and not sitting inside of something. I've used up the side of my workstation already with mallets. They're all hanging up there. But these two are my faves. I want to get to them pretty easily. These three, I should say. And I want them to be accessible easy, and I don't want them to be in the way. So, the magnets it is. Get y'all. Enjoy your day. Nat-free coffee. Delicious. Robert G, what's happening, Captain? Welcome. Well, I should say welcome back. We're sticking magnets in the bottom of our mallets so that we can hang our mallets from random places in the shop. That's a proper smart idea. I think the side of the head might be easier with the normal magnet setup, but what you have, I think yours is better. Yeah, I was worried about the head just demagnetizing from the striking and things like that. I really want them safe in there, but magnets are a great way to store stuff. Like when I'm working with the my chisels, I've got a magnet right on the front of my bench, and I stick them all right there, and then I've got access to everything I'm working with pretty easily. I don't know if you can see that. I'm trying to keep my hands off the wood, but that's a magnet holding that up right now. So I'll stick a couple of these washers up, and then I can just set my mallets right out of the way. Boom, 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 boom. Done and done. You know what I'm saying? So we're just working on it. I got 23 likes. If I can get 27 more, then we are on the way to building that bench. But I'm not going to build it with an empty room in here, because then y'all don't really come back and watch lives. I've learned that. But I'm going to do more long form video. I need to, and I've learned that too. That's where it's at. My workshop is getting the same treatment now. 24 likes now. Thanks, y'all. Thanks, y'all. I appreciate it. 25. Oh, we got 25 likes. Can we get 26 likes? 26 likes in the workshop. Can we get 26 likes in the workshop? No, we ain't got no likes. All right. Enough of that nonsense, jibbery. I'm gonna put a couple of these other things away. Don't go away. I'm just letting this dry, man. And then once it is, we'll check it out and see where it sticks. But I'm gonna straighten up in the meantime because I don't want my stuff all over the place. Ugh. I'll take you with me though. We'll do that. Don't get mad if you get seasick. Let me see if I can adjust this ring light. That'll let y'all see the shot while I'm doing this stuff. Ivan says A. Ryan, yeah, I decided I'm hanging up my tool belt going back to school for heavy machinery operator. Oh yeah, well congratulations on the life change, man. Growth is always good. Because whatever you already have, you'll always have. Add to it, you can always go back and do that. You can always do something forward. Having more new itinerary is always better. I need to work on organization of my shop. I need to fit 3 more machines in it and a big dust collection system. Yeah, I don't have a big dust collection system. I don't know if I ever will have a big one. When I put these rigid, I've got 2 of these, and I attach them to every one of my power tools that's going to make dust and blow it in the air. And they do great. They do fantastic. And then for the air that doesn't make it through, this bad boy right here will grab it. That's just 5 sides of filter and 1 side of fan sucking everything into those filters, and it does great. Pilato, what's going on? I was an unofficial operator for decades. It's a good career. Oh, that's good. So you already got a jump. Oh, no, you're not doing it. He's doing it. Sorry. Hey, Wes says Pilato. Y'all should check out Pilato. Subscribe. He's got a great little channel going over there. He's got some really cute things happening with him and his wife. And some of the other stuff over there is just going on. I mean, he's just got a good shop. Getting tired of the same old routine. Want to try something new. Heavy machine operators are in demand too. For sure they are. I can always fall back on my carpentry trade if need be. For sure. What are you working on today? Says Pilato. Pilato, I put magnets in my mallet. And this mallet, which is one of my faves. But I'm trying to figure out a way to store these without getting in the way. I got cracks on the screen on this phone, so it's gonna make weird occasional blurbs. But I got these on here, and I want to just be able to stick just set them there. And if it works on this one, I'm gonna do it on that one, and then I might do it on that one. But I need these all more accessible than they are. The mallets take up a lot of space when they're sitting on the desktop. You see what I'm saying? Look at that. It's just 2. But without them, I got plenty of room. So that's my solution to it. We've been playing around with some formulas for drying up super glue super fast. And we're at 26. Once I get to 50 likes, then I'm gonna go build a outdoor lounge chair out of that wood over there. It's fence wood, but I'm gonna do it. Thanks for the testimonial. Your channel is pretty awesome too. Thanks, Pilato. Um, yeah, it's a bunch of experiments over here is all. But I'm certainly not the seasoned woodworker that you are. But we're gonna be working on some stuff. We'll get there. Like button activated. Thank you, thank you. Thank you for anybody else who hit that like. Again, we're at 27. We get to 50 because I don't know how to do. I don't know how to solicit likes, right? I'm not really that big on that kind of thing. But I know I need to in order to move the channel and to get it growing. And a lot of people are like, oh, your channel's so small, you only got this, yeah. Yeah, but I have to do subscriptions and stuff to editing software and upgrade stuff in order to do that for the long form video. And I ain't whining about it. I just don't know how to do it yet. So I'm trying to do the things that grow the channel, that get the likes and all of that stuff so that I can give back. And I don't mean give back like I'm donating to charity because I don't really. But I mean give back like for the things, any monetization that comes to this channel through any of this like sponsor. I don't have sponsorships, anything yet. What I because I literally just monetized like a couple weeks ago. So I don't know if you know this about the process of it, but I know very little. But so far, what I understand is that they take one, they hit your thing and go, oh, you made it past this level and now you can get money this way. And now you made it to this level and now you can get money this way. But you actually have to figure out how to do some of this stuff. They'll do some of it, but they have to mail me a pin still that I have to wait for it to come in the mail physically. And then I activate some other level with that. And then I can help you get that stuff for free or for cheap, bro. You don't got to spend money on software. Real talk. Hey, that's what's good. That's what I used to do. Like I'm old school. Like I'm pretty proficient with Photoshop, but now I'm just starting to work into some of these softwares that do video. And right now I'm doing Premiere, but I'm definitely spending money on that. Hold on, there's a freaking mosquito in here right behind the phone. Oh, I got it. Boom, boom, boom. Okay. I hate them in my shop. But I'm just gonna go through the process and wait for it to come through. But yeah, software. Yeah, you gotta jump through some hoops. Actually heard it's buzzing. That's wild. I used the free version of DaVinci Resolve. Wes hit me. Yeah, Mitchell, shoot me an email. wesdoesit@gmail.com. Anybody that does want to send me any of that info, uh, wesdoesit@gmail.com. WESDOESIT@gmail. Same as the name. But we moving along. Look, we're at 29 likes. It's not so bad. Well, I killed the mosquito and the phone, but they both. The phone's already been beat up, but the mosquito got his first beating and last. Hold on, I hear a cricket. That's a frog. I did find a frog in here one time, a little green frog. Let him outside. Should have tried a new hammer on the skeeter. I should have. I got a shot frog. I have had a shot frog. I don't know how that happened. But when I was installing those shelves over there out of scrap lumber, all of this stuff in here is out of scrap. But when I was doing these, down there was a little frog, a little green frog, chilling. Did I route? sound's back. Uh-oh. Maybe that's my hand. What can you hear? Can y'all hear anything now? Let me be quiet. That's definitely a frog. It could be outside that wall. But that's got to be outside. It's got to be outside. I don't see anything. I'm tripping. All right. I'm going to put you right here. I'm going to grab a snack because I'm starving. I haven't eaten anything today. I've had this coffee and it's delicious, but that's it. I'll be back. And despite, yeah, they are way louder inside. And despite not getting these 50 likes that I don't know how to get, I'm still going to go ahead and build that thing. But I'm going to go grab some lunch real quick. Then when I come back, I'm building a lounge chair from fence posts. And we're just going to freestyle it. I don't know how I'm going to do it right now. I have a vague idea, but it'll be fine. Speaking of frogs, why did Miss Piggy douche with honey? Kermit likes sweet and sour pork. Mitchell, you can get me kicked off. I'm just kidding. That's hilarious, though. That might be worth it. That's funny. Sweet and sour. I'm sorry, y'all, if your kids are watching. If you're offended by this nonsense, hit the like button so that I can alert YouTube. I do deserve the 50. Yo! I had this out of the thing for just a second. Something tried to fly in it right on the rim. Right on the rim. Let me go back. Back to the vault. Coffee ain't safe. Jeez. Glad I built that. Yeah, that was definitely worth it. All right. All right, you guys. I'm going to see y'all a little bit later, but I'm going to go and do this real fast. Send me that info to my email, and I'm going to holler back at you. I'm real good about checking my emails and reaching out to people. But I'll have actually something to build. Y'all won't have to listen to me yammer on. But I do like to talk to my friends when they show up in here, so that might be happening too a little bit. But also saw noises and shit getting measured and cut and all that stuff is going to be happening. I'm definitely building a coffee table for myself. Yeah, definitely do that. I want to see it. I want to see it. So definitely do. And when I come back, I'll show you real quick here, the little bench I built for my wife last time I was live over there. So that she has a place in the shop to sit without having to worry about the dust. You know what I'm saying? I should make some bat houses. Ooh. Is that a good thing? I don't know if a bat house? I was only here for a second, but I'll definitely be back. Love, bro. Love this content. Man, I appreciate that. That's proper nice. I built it out of scrap. But I did not want her to, yeah, she comes down here. My bench. My bench is solid, so it gets plenty of sawdust, but that's no problem for me. But if she's gonna come down here and kick it with me and hang out, or if I get company in the shop, it's always good to have a nice little place for people to hang out dust-free. Because, you know, there's no way for this place not to be dusty, even with the extractors and all of that stuff. They control the mosquitoes without any chemicals. Oh, Yeah, but then I got bats. Ugh. You know what I'm saying? Like I live in the woods. It ain't scrap no more. It's a really proper, decent idea. Yeah. Yeah. Well, yeah. I don't know. I don't know. I do live in the woods, so there's a lot of insects out here. Um, my mosquito machine right there does a fantastic job. That screen on that thing, it's basically a box fan with a screen. They suck right into that screen, and then they are deceased and no more. So it works pretty good. I'm in the woods too. Are you, Robert? I love it in the woods, man. I really do. I love that my neighbors aren't like there's trees between me and all of my neighbors. Except for right on the front, there's just, houses across the street, but a good proper distance. So we don't have to worry so much about my noise down here in the shop. Yep, 11 acres in WV. Ooh, West Virginia. That's what's up. I am on like a half at the most. But the great thing about my half acre is like it goes maybe 3/4, but I go down into the woods and then I've got a nice little creek down there and I'm got trees falling into it. So I'm sort of getting a little build up and brim go through there, bass go through there when the water's high. But I'm hoping that the tree is going to create a little bit of a block for me, a little bit of a dam, and I can get some taller water and get some fish in there. And I'll go in there and catch bait fish all day. That'll be a blast. Only about 1 acre not covered in trees. That's pretty sweet. That's pretty sweet. I'm constantly thinking about going out there and cutting trees and making wood and stuff like that. But I don't know. I don't know a whole lot about drying and curing and kiln drying wood. I may build a kiln in here though. I think I could really use that for sure. And I think y'all would enjoy watching that process. But that's gonna be on the long form content that I'm gonna be putting together. And now I'm neglecting lunch. Okay, I'm gonna go grab something to eat. I'll be back. And I'll see y'all then. And then we'll get to that build. I have a little bit of a design in my mind by then too. Maybe about a half hour, I'll be back. Peace. Thanks everybody who did check in, everybody who did, Robert. Um, thank you for your contributions. Jennifer, Ivan, of course, always comes through. Buddy, I'm glad you came through today. It was good to see you. And Mitchell is always the guy to hang out with. And Pilato has been fantastic always. And Ryan, man, I appreciate you. I'm going to holler y'all. Enjoy the lunch, bro. Hope to catch up with you on the next one. Definitely do, Ivan. Holler back one time. West does it.